TV and film talk on Button Masher, so you know the show is win. Hosted by Munchkin T. And he's only accompanied by 2 instead of the usual 3. He's got Loudmouth J with the vocals tonight. And we're here with Wilson. Just to keep it right. So let us begin.
That was
talking
wonderful.
About Fantastic Four.
I was supposed to do the intro, but yeah, that's right. I recorded it. Jerome had no idea I was recording, and that's gonna be our intro. I don't care. I don't care.
Oh my god,
that's our intro.
No, bro.
But yeah, just to reiterate, Mike Masher, TV Film Talk, episode 4. No, it's 4. That's 4. There's an episode 0.
Okay. Oh yeah.
This is episode.
So we're doing this at the Espada then. We start from 0 to 9.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
There's no 1. We start at 0.
Alright, so I'm Taha, aka Munchkin T. Callum, aka
Wilson.
Yay!
Hey, you sound happy now. I like.
And Jerome, who gave us that wonderful melody.
Oh wow. Loudmouth J here. Hi, how you doing?
Alright, so we're going to talk about, of course, we have to talk about the Fantastic Four trailer. That's still going to be the first topic. So, what did you guys think?
I liked it. For a teaser, it was a good teaser. Even though we've had like our fill of the last Fantastic Four first and second film, which kind of just fell flat. I did like this kind of reboot. Seemed that they had a good start. Because like when they did like the reboot thing with Drake 4, Amazing Spider-Man after Spider-Man 3, people were still a bit like, don't mess this up. But with Fantastic Four, it's like they seem to have gone on a more serious note.
Yeah.
I had like 0 feelings towards Fantastic Four movies. Like 0.
I don't blame.
There's just these films that came out that were kind of alright. The second one not so much. The first one was kind of, and then I was just like, okay. And then Fantastic Four got rebooted and was being rebooted, and I'm just like, looks good.
Yeah.
I'm not like losing my mind over it. I'm not Star Warsing it right now.
Yeah. Oh, but hell no.
Like, that's just unfair to compare Fantastic Four.
Well, the thing is, right? Me personally, because they came out when I think I was a kid.
Yeah.
We were pretty small.
We're quite old.
We're pretty small, right? So when I was watching, I was like, "Hey, this is enjoyable. It was good for kids, definitely." I don't know necessarily now if I watch them back, but
no,
it's like it was during the like first X-Men movies and that sort of time period when superhero films were still trying to be like just standalones. They weren't trying to be this grander thing. So now we've got this grander thing. We're all like, the only thing I'm like going is, this film looks alright, but it's not connected to anything. It's not going to be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe because it's not owned by Disney, and it's not.
No, but it could be connected to the X-Men films.
Could it? Is that what
they said that? Well, I don't know if they said it, but there's been rumors that it could be
the infamous day.
I don't necessarily know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why that would happen because it doesn't have they don't have the same amount of characters to pull on as the cinematic universe will do.
If they wanted to, they could quite easily do it.
They've done stuff like that in the cartoons before, where X-Men and Fantastic
Four. Exactly. Well, there's the stuff in cartoons where they all.
Yeah, but I've seen many storylines where the Fantastic Four and the X-Men do a lot of stuff together.
Yeah, so it's fine. It would work.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't like to see it. I'd actually be entertained if they thought, you know what, let's just throw X-Men and Fantastic Four together movie wise.
Yeah.
Because I'd say that for this Fantastic Four, the old Fantastic Four, no.
Well, why not?
Because I felt that, in keeping when it said that they came out when we were still in high school, it feels a bit too kiddish watching it again. Yeah. Like, even from like, because I mean, I know they're meant to be like like it's powers they got from like outer space rays,
cosmic
that
rays.
Did all kinds of things to their DNA strands.
Well, sorry to cut you off, but like, I think what it was, right, is X-Men back then was also kind of kiddish, just a tiny bit. Almost in the same light as the Fantastic Four. I'd say if it was back then...
I couldn't agree with that.
I don't know, but I would say back then, if they were to mix up, fine. But now that how X-Men is now, it doesn't mix well with back then.
I don't agree with the fact that I don't think none of them as they are now and none of them as they were back then mix well together. The tone that they're presenting with the new Fantastic Four film, like, looks like it trying to be like, it's knolling in it. It's trying to be this deep. See, even the trailer with the guy who sounds like Benedict Cumberbatch all over,
smashed with Morgan Freeman.
It's all like really serious and thing. Whereas as much as the X-Men films are getting more serious, they still have a.
I don't know.
They don't have the same tone.
I wouldn't say they would mix. I don't say necessarily they could. Maybe if they mixed up the mood of X-Men, like today, I'm not sure if this would mix in well with today's X-Men. And my point was that back then. They would have mixed well, but now not necessarily.
No, I don't think they would have mixed well back then either. The X-Men trilogy that they presented the first time had hard hitting subjects to it. It was all about each storyline was about essentially the guy trying to kill turn all of humanity into mutants, or the presidents. That's what they're trying to do. In that one, the second one he tries to kill all the mutants in the world.
The second one,
he tries to kill all the mutants, and then the third one, it's Striker. And in the third one, it presents the idea of should there be a cure. Even though it's a terrible film, it had a good moral message at heart. Like, should there be a cure?
There were strong plot points.
They had good grown up stories. Fantastic Four were ridiculous stories. The beginning of Fantastic Four 2. Isn't it like they're at a wedding and then it's stupidness?
Yeah, my point isn't necessarily. My point isn't necessarily that the themes don't mix. The themes don't mix. They've always been different. Fantastic Four, they've been quite easily accepted by the public. Like, in terms of story, they've always been accepted quite easily by the public. While the X-Men,
that seemed a bit too easy for me.
Yeah, I know. It's just that's a bit of a weird thing. They probably didn't research it properly, or. That's just how it was in the comics.
Even like just the way the powers looked in the old one. I mean, like, it looked like the way the way they dressed, they had the makeup thing for the thing. It looked like the Power Ranger Megazord monsters, but in a shrunken, like, human size. That's what it looked like. He did not look like he was made up of rock.
Yeah.
The only part of him that looked rockish was when they had like that quick VFX thing when they showed like an X-ray and even his inside looked rock. That was cool. But the outside is like, dude, you look soft. You look like I could.
You look like you're made of polystyrene.
Yeah,
that's what you look like. He's made of polystyrene.
Like a strong wind could just gust him away.
It probably was
polystyrene. That kind of thing I didn't like. What was it? The way Mr. Fantastic was done. I don't know why, but for me, even the way he did the whole stretching thing, it didn't feel real for me for a second.
Well, were you saying that now, looking back on it?
Yeah.
Or were you saying that
Can I just say how weird that statement is that you just said? It didn't seem real to me. None of it's supposed to be real. It looks. But I understand what you're saying. It's a weird statement to me, but I understand completely what you're saying. It's I suppose with the technology that they had back then, it wasn't.
When it came out, it was cutting edge.
It was cutting edge, but now we've got all this stuff where we've got
exactly.
No, but even back then when I was watching, it was just like I never really thought, wow, that's cool. It was just like, so he's stretching. Wow, it's a stretch. Wow, he's really flexible.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get back to the trailer itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the trailer itself, is there anything that stood out to you that was particularly good?
I think just to reiterate what you were saying is that the mood here looks much more appealing, looks much more grown up.
# Nolan.
# Nolan. Yeah.
And
I would say the reason, like, before, I didn't care about Fantastic Four. I didn't care that they were doing. I mean, I kind of cared, and even when they announced the actors, I was like, "Oh, these are terrible choices. Why would they pick these actors?"
If anything,
but now I get it.
Not even that. If anything, I just want to see how they string together Michael B. Jordan and Kate Mara, because they're meant to be brother and sister. So obviously they're gonna do some kind of adoption thing or like another parent, like shared parent thing.
Maybe.
They might do that.
But
There's another thing. They're all dramatically younger than they're supposed to be.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing: is that it feels like the way he did Mr. Fantastic. I don't know what's his name again.
I don't even know the guy's name.
Look it up.
It is. I swear to God.
But yeah, I think like the way he did it looks almost like they're going with the Prodigy type route.
Miles Teller. Mispronounced the surname. I apologize.
No, sorry, not the actor. The actual character, Mr. Fantastic. What's his name?
Reed Richards.
Yeah, Reed Richards, right?
I thought you were talking about the actor.
At first we thought, okay, he needs to be old, he needs to be a big, smart professor, world renowned.
Then again,
now they're looking.
It seems to be more like that was more distinctive with the fact that he had just a white streak in his
head.
Yeah.
No, they were going for more literal interpretations of the comic book characters.
Yeah, exactly.
They looked like their comic book character counterparts, and it's becoming more of a trend now to not necessarily look like, to have attributes that kind of look like them. Like
that's why I didn't like the Thing in the old movies.
Yeah, the Thing looks like the Thing from the comic books.
It looks like adequate cosplay.
Yeah, it looks out of place, and I think the guy who they've got to play him, which I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Jeremy Bell.
No, that's not him.
Oh, the old one.
Yeah, the Reed Richards character.
Oh, Miles Teller.
It's Miles Teller.
You gotta use. You can't stop doing the pronoun game. Okay, who is him? There's 3 guys, 1 chick.
Reed Richards, the current one, the current guy.
Yeah, Miles
Teller. Yeah, he's a really good actor, and I think he could do a really good job of it. And it looks like he's doing. It's going to be a much more serious, gritty take on it. It's not going to be any weird like jokes where Mr. Fantastic goes to a nightclub and stretches around and grabs girls and all that stuff.
No.
Did that happen?
Yeah,
that scene was awkward.
They're gonna have much more gritty storylines.
It happened.
They're gonna have a much more gritty storyline. It looks like it's gonna be questioning like everything, like questioning. They didn't really question the thing that gave them powers. That's from the trailer. I feel like they're gonna question that.
No, wait. I swear they did with the Silver Surfer thing. Like,
that wasn't what gave them powers. They just get hit by like cosmic rays.
Yeah, but I think it originated from who cares? But my point was like that they look like. At first, I was angry that they picked this actor to play Reed Richards because he seemed too young. But now it looks like they're going for the kind of he's a prodigy type thing. So it's like
genius.
He's just a child genius.
He's a child genius.
So he just got to where he was going really fast. And it seems like it's the right way to go. And from the little bit of acting that you see in the trailer, it looks like he's got it on point.
He fits the lines well.
Oh, do we know anything about who the villain is going to be? Is it going to be?
We don't know.
Is it going to be Victor
Doom? Well,
because
to be honest,
the guy in the bed looks like so much like it could be him.
You know what? I wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be such a bad thing.
We don't know. It's left us questioning, and for me, I like that.
Yeah.
Because it seems like for the most part, the main villain with the Fantastic Four has always been Doom. Oh, what's going on? Doom. Oh, what's going on again? Doom. Hey, Vic, can you stop, dude? We're having a break. It's all like it seems like he seems to be the guy that it's easy to blame. I swear in the comic books they've had a number of other.
They've had a number of other.
He's the only guy that anyone.
He's the only ones in the film because there's only really been 2 films.
And that's why, like, I do like that they've kind of left that villain foggy.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Victor Doom. I don't think they're gonna.
You know what? I wouldn't. If it is, I would be fine with it because Victor Doom is like comic book wise, he's a brilliant villain.
Yeah.
He's done some dark things.
He's a genius.
I've looked up. I don't even want to say it because I'm trying to forget it. But I heard something that he did is just bloody awful.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Dude, I really want to know.
Well, you can look it up, but I'm not gonna say it, right? And
are we talking like genocide or something?
Not necessarily that. More
massacre.
More small and depthy. But I don't want to say. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
Just leave it. But I would say he's a brilliant villain.
Yeah.
And I reckon if they were to do him right, I don't think they necessarily got him all that wrong first time. Maybe not comic wise, but I don't think it was that. But maybe it's because it was because I was a kid.
The guy, I can't remember the guy who played him the first.
No idea.
I can't remember either.
I'm not gonna entertain his name. Whichever. He did a good Doom. I gotta say he did a good Doom, but he just seemed out of place because the heroes didn't match up to that caliber.
Yeah,
he did a very good stereotypical comic book Doom.
He did a villain.
He did a villain.
I don't necessarily know if it was. I don't. Do you guys reckon you know that character enough?
No,
I don't.
But
know.
I think it was very much what we all. If you have a vague like you kind of know what Doom's like. He did that. He gets
the gist of Doom.
You get the gist of it. Whereas I think, and this might be a bold statement, from just the tone of everything, they could straight up pull a really interesting, depthy character, like almost. I'm not gonna say a Joker, Heath Ledger Joker, but something.
Yeah.
On that more towards that, but not obviously that. If they did do something like that, this film would be.
If they could get something like in Star Trek Into Darkness, that villain, just in case anyone hasn't seen it who's listening, I won't say who it is or whatever. I won't
I'm
give
sorry,
anything
if you haven't watched that film right now, I'm gonna break your heart. It's Khan.
But yeah,
if you've seen Trailer to Read My Name,
alright, fair enough. Yeah, but the way
he says it, okay. If you haven't seen that,
okay, alright.
It's
yeah.
not. It's
I'm
not even a big
disappointed in
thing.
you.
But yeah, just going at just like if they could get that level of villain, which is really hard because I think that villain was brilliant. He just became one of my favorite villains just from that performance. He didn't even need to be on for that long, but he was just brilliant. But if they could get like something even close to that, I think that would be really nice.
Yeah.
But overall, I'd say what I'm most excited about, if I am excited, I don't know if I will actually call myself excited, but what I'm pleased to see is that it seems like they're trying to break the trend of the theme of superhero movies now. I've been getting sick of superhero movies. Like, you go on.
Confirmation. It is Victor Doom.
Yeah.
It is because I just looked it up and
it's
a
definitely
guy
Victor Doom.
called Toby Kebbell is playing Victor.
Cable, maybe?
Cable. That's not Kebbell.
Let me see the guy's surname.
Victor Kebbell. Toby Kebbell is playing Victor.
Toby Cabell.
Yeah, Cabell. Yeah, is playing Victor.
Two B's,
yeah.
2 L's.
Victor, and that's all I need to read.
He might not necessarily be a villain. He could just be another character. And then they set him up for a sequel.
He's stupidly high up on the list of the cast.
Maybe,
so he's definitely Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
He's not some random guy.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, it could be Victor, but not necessarily he becomes
doesn't
Doom.
come Doom till later.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, so fair enough.
If I have to say that, I did like the way they showed at least a glimpse of the powers. Like, obviously, like, it's not too hard to mess up a guy made of fire, you know. It's not that hard to do that, but I did like even just a taste of seeing what the thing looks like.
There's not a lot of emphasis on it.
Yeah, because
it's a teaser.
Not even that. I just do like that for once. He actually looks like he's made of rock. Because just the fact that he was crumbling in certain bits is just like, damn.
I'm watching it thinking it doesn't feel like a superhero movie. It feels like something completely. It's almost a tiny bit horror-y. Oh, that's not really a good one.
Well, it's a bit.
Yeah.
It's dark. It looks dark.
It looks
dark. It looks like
except for that massive lambent portal that shot into the sky that all standing together. That looked like a screen cap for a video game movie. Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but just that kind of scene was like those guys run up and see the portal like already like in mid blast. It's like, oh come on, man, make this good, please.
Kind of look like Spirit Portal from Korra. Kind of look like that. It kind of look like that. I'm not gonna lie. Look like
Yes,
that.
they kept on messing with the Tesseract.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But if anything, in terms of reboots, though, it has me in some ways. I wouldn't like. I'm interested.
There are.
I'm not too sure if I'll watch it in 3D, but I'll watch it. Will I bring food with me? No. I'll bring judgment.
I'm not even sure whether I'll watch it in cinemas, but I will watch the film. I'll give it a watch.
I'll give it a cinema at least.
I don't know.
I think we should take a trip down somewhere and watch it.
Yeah.
I think
there's loads of films we need to take a trip down and see when it comes to summer. Like,
I don't know, man. My wallet is
strings on me.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's no strings on your wallet, dude. I'll pay for you.
all right, cool. Great.
So, this will be a group finance trip, alright?
Oh, thanks, man.
But yeah,
okay, all right.
We can expand on this whole reboot thing as well.
Yeah. Going on to the next topic,
like,
reboots.
Reboots. There are so many.
We're just gonna have a wide talk about reboots.
Yeah. Like in terms of reboots, I'm intrigued. Like, I'm like, because there've been so many reboots with superhero films. I'm really interested to see if they're gonna do this for the better or for the worst. You know, like I'm like, there's like so many reboots of just one type of film. Superman, Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, let me just cough 2 more times. I mean, even from like Christian Bale, like lots of people liked his Batman, and then you just like the online outrage when you hear Ben Affleck's doing the new Batman.
Well,
that kind of thing.
There's a thing about the whole Christian Bale, like, is a good Batman in our eyes, but then people will be like, if you talk to like your dad or you talk to someone, they'll be like, no, Michael Keaton is Batman because it's who you grew up with. That's the whole idea. That's when they reboot it, they're resetting it for a whole new generation of people. Yeah. Ben Affleck will be the guy who people who are like teenagers now will go, that's Batman. They'll not say...
Yeah, because those teenagers haven't seen Daredevil.
It just remember that bit from, is it Bad Neighbours?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where I got that from.
Exactly. When Zac Efron and Seth Rogen are going
just going, who's Batman
to you? And he's like, Christian Bale.
He's like, mine's Keaton. Yeah, it's all that. There's that's the whole thing about the rebooting of Batman. I mean, it resets up a whole thing, and it is kind of like the rebooting of Superman, which hasn't really been. There's been different iterations of Superman. There's only been like two.
You're
movie.
Right. There's
three movie Supermans.
But there's been a lot of TV shows.
There's only been one reboot.
There's Christopher Reeve. There's two.
How has there been two reboots?
Because Superman Returns.
Superman Returns isn't a reboot. Superman Returns is a sequel.
To what?
To the old ones. Because apparently he leaves and then he comes back.
That's stupid.
Well, say if it's stupid or what, but that's what it was. They never said it was a reboot. It was set after.
I never really got into the Superman. I only watched the new Superman because like Henry Cavill's in it, and like I was only interested about that because like I recognized the guy's face from Count of Monte Cristo, and I was like, oh my god, it's him! He's grown up. I'm gonna watch it. But I mean, like in terms of like comic book reboots, though, like they love that stuff.
Well, there's loads of reboots just out of everything.
Yeah, you've got a list. Yeah,
I've got just a list of like this is just saying what are technically reboots that are popular on the web. You've got The Amazing Spider-Man is technically a reboot, which Godzilla. No one remember that one.
Yeah,
it's a reboot.
No.
Technically is a reboot.
Technically a sequel.
Technically not. No.
Technically.
No, because they never talk about Japan in it.
Okay.
They never talk about Japan. They never say that's.
No, because I remember there was rumors that it was gonna be a sequel.
No, it's not.
It isn't.
Godzilla.
Okay.
Yeah, they say how they're just these things that appear.
It's a sequel to Zilla.
Yeah.
You've
obviously got as we mentioned earlier.
Just get a bunch of fanboys angry.
As we mentioned earlier, you got Star Trek, which is essentially the reboot, the smart reboot, which everyone seems to be trying to do now. Well, one film is trying to do it, which is again Terminator's a reboot.
Then again, I wouldn't say all these other films are doing it. One of the films are. I'm kind of thinking X-Men: Days of Future Past is a bit of a reboot because they kind of pull Kitty's time traveling head massage thing out of the hat. I mean, like, did you ever know at one point she could just massage your head?
Again,
you're going back in time?
Smart.
It's different. It's different. There are different ways of viewing a reboot. There's a complete rehaul, recasting the whole entire cast, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Batman, all that stuff. Then there's the Terminator stuff where they have technically rebooted the cast, but they're not. And Star Trek, they've rebooted the cast, but they haven't.
They keep the law.
They keep the law. The law's still there, but they've completely changed what happens. They're not like, oh, this never happened. They're completely like Star Trek. They're completely like, this stuff happens.
Yeah.
They even go on little space calls to future Spock and be like, yo,
I did like that.
I didn't like that.
No,
I love that.
To be honest, I liked it because it was just like Spock, and then I love the way they hit that in how it should have ended when it's like, do you have any other advice? And he just has a list of all these bad guys.
That's what my thing is about the Star Wars thing, the Star Trek thing, is because he just calls out. They could just call up Spock and be like, yo, did you deal with this guy before? Yeah, we did. This is what we did.
I think Spock is the type of guy that will just let him handle it how they should handle it.
Yeah.
Like, leave it to them rather than him constantly interjecting.
That's why it seems
I think he's that type of a person.
That's why it was only that the one instance where it was like, Spock, what? And I think that was a kind of that was more of a big shout out to the old Khan film because like obviously old Spock had his era as Khan, and because you saw Khan in the new one, obviously everyone's like, well, what about the old Khan? Like, how are they going to do the story the same? And then when he has like, that being said, Khan Union Shing, like that was just like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I did like that.
Going on to other reboots, stuff that we didn't realise we did realise but we just forget. Planet of the Apes.
Oh wow.
I think that's been rebooted a few times now.
It's been rebooted twice.
Dr. Sayers.
Well, it got rebooted with the terrible. It got rebooted with the terrible. What was it again? Tim Burton one with.
Tim Burton what?
Tim Burton did a
reboot what?
Of Planet of the Apes.
Oh, was that the one with
That's the one with Marky Mark in it.
That's it. Mark Wahlberg.
That was Tim Burton.
Yes, Tim Burton. That's why Helena Bonham Carter's in it.
Wait, was it a bad film?
Yeah, it's a terrible film.
It wasn't a great film at all.
Is that's the one that came out?
No, that's the one
When
that
did
came
it
out.
come
Like,
out? That's when
that
he
came
had
out, like
Abe
2000
Lincoln.
and
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
That's when he had
That's a bad
Abe
film?
Lincoln.
Yeah, it's a bad film.
It wasn't a great
Tim
film.
Burton made it. Tim
Yeah.
Burton isn't known for making bad films.
Yeah.
But then
No,
again,
but-
neither was M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Bumbleclap.
No, yeah. But then you got
He
Rise of the
messed
Planet
up.
of the Apes. And
I do apologize for not pronouncing
there's
his name.
Rise and then
It's
there's
called
Dawn.
Bumbleclap. Pronounce it right. I'm sorry, but like he keeps saying his name, and I'm not cool with that.
Alright, go on.
His name is forbidden.
Technically, the Hulk got a remake because it was.
Yeah, but then again, no, I love Edward Norton as the Hulk compared to
Yeah.
Eric Banner's Hulk. I mean, that's not even Hulk. That's just a big green
What do you
guy.
mean, Eric
Banner.
Eric Banner. It was weird because there's. Is it Eric Banner?
Are you sure?
Yeah,
It's Eric Banner.
yeah. Because then there's. It's
Is that
weird.
that's the name of the actor.
No, the actor, and then there's Bruce Banner.
The reason,
Okay, alright.
the reason
alright.
no,
I'll fall for a second. Wait,
ever,
is it the character's name Eric Banner?
If you're ever
No.
struggling with a Marvel character and
Yeah.
what they should be called, just think what their last name could be,
And
and then it has to start with the same letter.
Oh yeah, that's
Peter
true.
Parker, Sue Storm, Reed Richards. I'm not gonna go
Okay,
on.
Tony
because-
A lot
Stark?
of them.
Okay, first of all,
There you
A
go.
lot of them.
would you even think Tony Stark would be part of those rules?
No.
Tony Stark probably
well-
bought the rights to his own name.
That's just Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Tony Stark,
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah.
You got Mad Max, which has been remade with
I do
Tom
like
Hardy,
I like the sound.
which
of that.
looks quite good and which
But
is quite
has there been
interesting.
a trailer?
Yeah, there's been a trailer.
It was a teaser.
There's
Though.
like two.
I should know, but yeah,
No,
I
it's
think
probably
I
trailer.
don't actually care about Mad Max. Maybe that was why.
There's loads of films that are just getting remade, and it's Evil Dead got remade, which if anyone knows about
Unless anyone says anything about a boomstick, I don't care.
We actually talked about reboots before. I just remembered.
that. Did we?
Yeah, we talked about I think when we were talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, that was about Hollywood messing with our childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
guess
not
it
reboots.
technically reboots, but yeah, go on.
There's no nothing.
Oh, actually, no, you're right. It was adaptations.
Yeah, Teenage
Yeah.
Mutant Ninja Turtles is like honestly, I think like Michael Bay should. I wouldn't say he should be killed, but like someone should.
What
just,
did you
like-
watch it?
No, I don't want to.
But that's not
I don't
fair.
want to
You
watch-
you have to give it a chance, Jerome. You can't be like, oh, this is terrible while watching it.
See, what I don't understand is you say this. You saw Transformers, the fourth Transformers in
Because
the
I
cinema.
like the robots. That's it.
Yeah, but
It's true,
it's a
I like
terrible
the
film.
robots.
Dude, I know it's a terrible film.
I don't necessarily know if
I'm
I
not
could
going to defend it at all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna defend it.
I watched
really.
it for one reason and one reason only: to hear the cool clicking sounds when the robots transform from cars to people. That's it.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah,
What's
I
the
only really
trailer?
watch it.
I don't care about Sam Witwicky.
Yeah.
I don't care about Michaela. I don't care about his parents. I don't care about his dogs that like to hump each other. I don't care about his friend. I don't care about that weird Latino guy in the second film. I don't care about the weird dean teacher flirting with students in front of the administrator. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about what's his name?
It's just digressed to
I-
a Transformers run.
I do not care at all.
Transformers isn't even technically a reboot.
No, you know, what's
Technically.
what's the name of the show? Transformers: Robots in Disguise. Not Transformers: Random White People that tag along. I don't care. hey, let's not be racist. The other races are people too, but I don't give a damn. I don't care.
Actually, no, that was a black guy in the first one.
Congratulations. I will give him a bucket of chicken from somehow thinking, you know what, this is going to be a good film. I might just get some good lines. And we're not considering Tyrese Gibson.
Oh yeah, that did him too.
I'm going to omit him from that.
That guy. You're thinking about the
I'm
black
the other
nerdy
guy.
guy.
Yeah,
You're thinking about the
I'm thinking-
nerdy guy who just runs around screaming.
Shut
for
up,
half the film.
Grandma! That guy.
No, we're not, no, just no.
Okay.
Just no.
Okay, let's
Even
let's
random
get-
hot
All
Australian
right,
chick that just analyse
all
them.
right. We're not gonna talk about Transformers, man.
I'm going to stop talking.
Carry on with the reboot.
But he needs to be kicked in the groin, Michael Bay.
There are loads of reboots. That's like there's too many.
The thing is,
there's a
that's
list.
the problem with
I'm
Hollywood.
going through a list of things, and I've just named stuff that's already come out, more or less, or it's been confirmed.
Yeah.
There is loads of stuff that it could
That's been
come
rumoured.
out that's been rumored.
Indiana Jones should not happen.
Yeah, what's this talk about?
Do not touch
Talk
what
about
Harrison Ford made law. Like, no.
Well, this is. Do you know what I'm really scared that they're gonna reboot?
What?
I'm really scared that they're gonna try.
What?
Is Back to the Future. I hope they never touch Back to the
They
Future.
cannot do that.
Leave it as it is, as
They
it was,
cannot do that.
as it will always be.
Apparently, they're rebooting Time Bandits.
I
I don't even know what that is.
They're rebooting American Psycho. They're rebooting.
They're rebooting American Psycho.
They've already done that once anyway.
Oh, did they?
They did that with. Oh, you don't know about the terrible Vince Vaughn, shot for shot remake of America. Not American. No, that's Psycho. Sorry, that's something different.
Oh.
Yeah, American Psycho is Christian Bale going ape shit, and that's a good film.
If anything, don't have a better business card than him because he will kill you. But but the Psycho, the one that Vince Vaughn did.
Yeah, it's a shot for shot remake.
Yeah, it is shot for shot remake. But the thing is, it's just that Vince Vaughn creeps me out. Every film he's in, he just.
They might be remaking. They're remaking Jumanji.
No.
They're going for quite an 80s hype of rebooting 80s films.
No, Jumanji!
They're rebooting War Games, if you've ever seen War Games, where they play chess against a computer.
Who cares? You just brought a big one, man.
We might
Not
need
Jumanji.
We might just need a defibrillator.
They are rebooting They're rebooting Hitman. If anyone gave a shit about Hitman as a film.
What?
Oh wow! A new bald guy with a red tie and a black suit. Intriguing.
That's why they rebooted the game. They might as well reboot the game.
Do you know who's playing? Oh my god! Sorry, Hitman just got interesting.
Go on,
the hilariousness of it. I think it's Zachary Quinto who plays Spock
as Hitman.
Yeah,
that's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah,
that got interesting. Got interesting fast.
I'm intrigued.
I am interested.
They're rebooting.
I'd love to see Siler
Police
again.
Academy.
But
why? They're rebooting Ghostbusters.
Stop.
No.
Oh, stop, please.
Ghostbusters 1.
Please, you know what? We're running out of time.
Mortal Kombat.
No.
Actually, no, that's fine.
Mortal Kombat I'm cool with. Because
Mortal Kombat needs a reboot.
Like, because they rebooted the game enough times. Okay, let's not forget Mortal Kombat 9 without the number, so it's just Mortal Kombat.
That was good. I like that game.
One word, Soulnado. No, it was not good. Okay.
It was good.
The story in that...
We're not talking about games, it's TV and film. Anyway, we're on our time.
We're talking about reboots. Rebooting Ghosts, everything, sir. We talked about Mortal Kombat film being rebooted, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, okay.
Rebooting Triple X.
Who cares?
They're rebooting the Transporter series.
Really?
Yeah, they're getting a new guy.
You know what? Let's wrap up.
This could go on.
Hold on. What guy they chosen to do Transporter? Because I don't think anyone could do a better Transporter than Jason Statham, because he just has that cool British grit that's just like...
Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm trying to find the rules. Some guy called... You're not going to be happy. I don't even know his name.
Say his name.
Ed Skring.
You couldn't even
Ed Skring or something.
Ed Reboot.
Ed Skring.
That's what his name is.
Don't even know who it is.
No, but that guy's face looks familiar.
I don't know, okay? Stop it.
He's my cousin.
I met him once, man. We had drinks.
Yeah. There's a lot of reboots. I think Hollywood and the movie industry is getting a bit too...
lazy?
Well, yeah, Hollywood
they're lazy. They've been lazy for years.
Yeah, they run out of ideas a while ago. I think the way everyone should really view a reboot is be open to it. But...
Would you be open to Jumanji then?
To be honest, I'll keep open to Jumanji.
I'm sorry.
I know. It hurts. Be open to it, because every film deserves a chance.
Indiana Jones already got that.
Every film deserves a chance, but if they mess up, they mess up, and then that's when you can start getting angry about.
By then they would have already made the money off the hype.
I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not happy about that Jumanji news. That hit me.
Not even that though. When he just even whispered Back to the Future.
Yeah, Back to the Future. They should never touch that.
That's almost like that. Just seems like a like.
That would hurt.
You don't make Back to the Future.
That is Back to the Future year.
Because I know I was afraid they were gonna do it. I was afraid 2015 they're probably gonna do it. They're gonna do it for marketing purposes. This will be the right time to do it.
Nah, they don't need to do it for marketing purposes.
They don't need to do it full stop.
All they need to do is just start releasing stuff that's slightly similar to stuff that they said was going to be around.
Yeah. But anyways,
they'll start releasing limited edition skateboards that look like.
Yeah, the hoverboards.
They've already done the shoes.
They're looking for the shoes. They're trying to. They haven't actually done it.
The auto lace shoes. Yeah. Those shoes they look nice. I pay money for them.
But okay, all right. We need to wrap up.
We have to go back.
We have to go back. That's a great way to end it. Okay.
I had to throw it in there.
All right. So Andrew's not around. We're gonna do that weird thing again where we sign out and someone doesn't wait out. So anyone's free to do any kind of sound they want. All right. So Thanks for listening to Matt Masher. It was a pretty good podcast, right, guys?
It was adequate.
It was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I would say, like, share. You don't need to, but we would.
You kind of do.
Yeah, well, you don't need to, but you can if you want.
Hey, turn around. I'm there.
All right. So, with that being said, someone sign us out.
Oh my god, man! The saliva that came from your face, man. Good